A committee headed by Deputy Speaker Sujith Rajapaksa was appointed by Speaker Mahinda Apapewardena on the 20th of October to investigate the incident that occurred between Minister Diana Gamage and MPs Sujith Sanjay Perera and Rohana Bandara. The committee's recommendation was to suspend Diana Gamage's parliamentary activities for 3 months, Sujith Sanjay Perera's for 2 weeks and Rohana Bandara's for 1.5 months. The Speaker forwarded the report to the Parliamentary Committee on Ethics and Privileges, where the initial report was amended and a decision was made to suspend parliamentary activities of all 3 MPs for 1 month. These recommendations were tabled in Parliament today by the Leader of the House, Minister Dr. Susil Premajayantha, for parliamentary approval.
पार्लियामेंट मंत्री गरु डायना गमगे महात्मीय पार्लियामेंट मंत्री गरु के सुजित
It is recommended to the Parliament to suspend parliamentary activities of parliamentarians Diana Gamage, Sujith Sanjay Perera and Rohana Bandara for 1 month.
මාසික කාලයක් සඳහා අත්හිටවන බව මෙම පාර්ලිමේන්තුව යෝජනා කරයි.
We object to see these recommendations and we are asking for an opportunity to express our views. We have also members in disciplinary committees in which Chamal Rajapaksa was also part of. Now he is also the head of committee that changed this ruling. I cannot imagine what is happening. What is this invisible force that is attempting to control the parliament? Please work towards preserving the integrity of the parliament.
මේ පාර්ලිමේන්තුවේ ඉන්න ගොඩක් මන්ත්‍රීවරු හිතන් ඉන්නේ කතානායක වුණාමනේ හිට්ලර් වගේ කියලා. මේ 225ම ගහන්නවත් ගහන්න පුළුවන් පොරක් වගේ තමයි ඉන්න වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. සමහරව හිතන් ඉන්නේ සර්ව බලධාරී කියලා.
Most of the MPs here are of the opinion that the position of Speaker is that of Hitler's. He is expected to act in a way in which he is able to control all 225 MPs. Some assume that the position of the Speaker consists of all powers possible. But we know the amount of pressure that comes on your way when you sit on your seat while the Parliament is on chaos. It is very hard to deal with that kind of pressure. When I went for a workshop in Korea, the wife of the Deputy Speaker in Africa was sitting next to me, asked me about my hair loss. She said many speakers and deputy speakers around the world are suffering from hair loss.
කිරීමට දඬුවම් දෙන විදිය. මේ සමහර ඒවා 6 මාසයක් වෙනකන් ඒවත් තියෙනවා. නමුත් පාර්ලිමේන්තු බලතල හා වරප්‍රසාද පනතනෝ දෙන්න පුළුවන් මාසයක්. ගත්ත දඬුවම මීට වඩා යම් පොඩි සංශෝධනයක් වුණා නම් හොඳයි කියලා මම අදත් විශ්වාස කරනවා.
දෙන්න පුළුවන් උපරිම දඬුවම 1 මාසයක්.
The maximum punishment is 1 month. But when there are few situations that have occurred in isolation, the punishment can be extended to 6 months. As members of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Ethics and Privileges, myself along with Ranjit Madhuma Bandara and Kabir Hashim were of one opinion and Chamal Rajapaksa, Jayantha Katagoda and Tharaka Balasuriya and Johnston Fernando were of another opinion. So this was a 3-4 decision.
I signed the ruling after reading it. I disclosed the conflict of interest when this issue was brought to the Parliamentary Committee on Ethics and Privileges. Can't a magistrate court decision be overruled by a high court? This is something like that. If it is not a unanimous decision, then the majority opinion would prevail. I was silent during the whole process. Chamal Rajapaksa signed on the decision made by the Deputy Speaker. He already heard the initial case. Therefore, now he can't hear the appeal as well. This is a fraudulent decision. A committee chaired by the Deputy Speaker Sujith Rajapaksa was appointed and that said committee came to a specific decision. Honourable Speaker, it is disrespectful to you as well when the decision made by the committee appointed by you is overruled by the Parliamentary Committee on Ethics and Privileges. The most undesirable form of inequality is the attempt of showcase what is unequal as equal. This is a saying by Aristotle. The Mana Peruma touched the mace. The suspension was 1 month. When I was asking a question regarding the people responsible for the economic bankruptcy of the country, the person who grabbed my question paper was subjected to a suspension of 2 weeks. Where is the equality in this process? This decision is not fair on Sujith Perera and Rohana Bandara because, as said in Parliament today, the chairman of Parliamentary Committee on Ethics and Privileges has signed off on the decision made by the committee chaired by Sujith Rajapaksa. If you are going to talk about discipline, we can talk about your entire family. I was at the Dematagoda police. Should I start talking? If I open my mouth, I can make many revelations. If you want, you can talk about any police stations in the country. I'm not scared. Remove the recommendations of today's agenda and start off a fresh discussion. It can be removed as per your order. If not, it does not look good on Chamal Rajapaksa because he has signed off on one thing and has subsequently changed it.
ඒක
In view
වෙනස්
of the
කරලා තිබෙනවා.
controversial situation that arose, the Chief Government Whip, Prasanna Ranthunga, requested for a vote during which the members of the Samagi Janabalawegya left the House. 57 votes were cast in favour of implementing the recommendations of the Privileges Committee during the poll. Only M.A. Sumandaran of the Tamil National Alliance voted against the recommendations.